Hey, what's going on? My name is Fliction. I was on season 1 of InkMasters. Back then it was on Spike TV. Now Paramount took it over. Been tattooing about 30 years now. I was a graffiti artist, airbrush artist. That's how I started getting into art and drawing since I was a kid. Draw the comic books. Never stopped drawing since kindergarten. Everybody used to tell my mom I was a great artist. So I never stopped, and I've been making a living drawing and with my art skills since day one. Now, I tattooists, I have a whole team behind me that I handpick artists from all over the country. About 8 artists I have, and it's called Team Fliction because my name is Fliction. So we travel, we do about 27 shows a year, 27 different cities, all for this one promoter, Villain Arts. So he does 27 shows, we do them all. Right now we're in Savannah, Georgia, which is the 2 more shows after this and we're done for the season, so we're usually off November and December. Got Tampa next and Asheville, North Carolina. I have a son, he's 19 now. He started tattooing under me about 2 years ago. Now he works in the shop on his own. Out of all my kids, he was the one that came out following his father's lead with tattooing. Shout out to favorite tattoo. I really don't have a specific tattoo that was my favorite. I have memorable tattoos. I love tattoos with stories. Something that hit me in the heart was a tattoo I did for an 85-year-old man who said he would never get tattoos. He preached to his children never to get tattoos. And then one day his grandson was 3 years old, caught brain cancer. And the kid suffered so much, he said, until the kid eventually passed away. And he wanted a portrait of his grandson on his arm so he could see him. And he was like, he suffered so much, that kid, that he wants to see that kid for the rest of his life. And he was like, that really meant a lot to me, because he's somebody who never liked tattoos. And some people say I'll never get one, but you never know what circumstance could happen in your life that will make you get a tattoo. For that man to do that, that shows and proves. Sometimes people get a tattoo for meaning, and they want to remember it. Remember that instant, remember that situation, remember that memory. And that's exactly what happened to him. So that's one of my favorite ones. Artists, when they're starting out, they tattoo themselves, practicing on their own skin, usually on their legs. I never got into that because from day one, I was pretty much a good tattoo artist, because I was always an artist before trying to pick up a tattoo machine. So I picked up really fast. I never had to tattoo myself. I hate drawing upside down, but one tattoo I did was on my hand right here. It's a Day of the Dead portrait. And I tried it myself, and 2 days later, half of it was gone. I was going so easy on myself because it hurt so bad that a fellow artist had to finish it for me. And at that moment, I was like, this is what I do to people? I'm torturing people. And it was kind of weird, because now I felt what I'm doing to actual people, because I was doing it to myself. I could see how heavy-handed I was. I could feel how hard I wiped. And that kind of changed me and made me go a little softer on people ever since then. And actually, my first tattoo shop was called Tender Touch Tattoos because of that. I'm colorblind, so I never really been into color tattoos. Red looks brown to me. I can't see oranges, all that stuff like that. Yellows look tan. So I stay with the black and gray. I love realism. I'm not much of a cartoon kind of guy. I love a challenge. I studied portraits for years with oil and acrylics. So I started doing black and gray portraits in the tattoo industry. That's one of my specialties. Also realism with animals, bears, dogs, wolves, owls. I love doing the textures of feathers and fur and building it up so it looks really real, like hyper realism. I strive for that. So that's my favorite style, and that's what I'm known for.